Hello and welcome to day 2 of SODACON 2021. My name is Ankit KS, one of the project maintainers for SODA, and I will be your MC for the day 2 of SODACON as well. Day 1 was exciting with 2 different tracks, over 30 sessions, and a lot of speakers from various organizations. Day 2 promises to be even more exciting as we have 3 different tracks in English, Chinese, and Japanese languages. A few general announcements. Speakers, please note that every session will have a Q&A session towards the end. Please keep track of the messages section at the top right corner. We will be sending you time check messages when you approach the end of your sessions. At the bottom left corner of your screens in your session, you will be seeing a timer which will show you the time for your session. So if you're approaching time, please make sure you end before the end of the session time. If you're joined as a panelist or a speaker, please mute yourself when you join so that we don't have any disturbances, and you can unmute yourself when you're speaking. Please note for the keynote sessions today, we have Interprify as our translate partners, and you will be able to hear the audio in Chinese and Japanese options. You can click on the headphone symbol at the bottom right corner of the screen and select the audio of choice. Please note this is only for the keynote sessions that will be the first 5 sessions of the day. Due to connectivity issues of the AirMed platform in China, the China exclusive track has been moved to Zoom, and we have shared the Zoom webinar link in the event feed as well as an announcement. Please make sure that if you're attending the China exclusive track, you attend the Zoom webinar. You can go and check out the link. You would have received an email for the same if you're attending the track. We are using AirMeet, and it has a very lovely Q&A section. So in every session, wherever you feel you have a question, just pop in the question in the Q&A section, and we will ask it to the speakers during the session or at the end of the session. If it is a panel, we will make sure that the moderators are aware of the questions. We will be conducting quizzes throughout the day, and these quizzes will be based on the sessions and the information that you get from all these sessions and generally about SODA Foundation. So please make sure that you are participating because we have some lovely vouchers to give away for all the winners. You can check out the schedule on AirMeet for all the sessions that we are having, and you can also join the session backstage if you're a speaker. Make sure you join every session 5 minutes prior to the event. A shout out to all the event sponsors and our partners, our platinum sponsors, Intel, Huawei, Toyota, Fujifilm and IBM, premier partners, SNIA and CNCF, gold sponsors, Scality, event partners, CCICI, CESI, JDSF, Krishna Jayanti College, OIF and SBC. You can check out their booths in the booth section. You'll also be able to talk to some of the representatives at the booths and sit on the tables and have a chat with them. We want to bring a real world experience to you, so make sure you check out the networking lounge where you can meet other people, talk to other attendees, and have a discussion about the sessions. Please note we are using the hashtag SODACON2021 on social media, tweet, share, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn with @SODA Foundation on Twitter. With that and without further ado, let me welcome on your screens now the CTO for Cloud Solutions and the SODA Board Chair, Stephen Tan, for the opening keynote. Over to you, Stephen.
Thank you, Viv. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to day 2 of SODACON. Let me share my screen. Okay, I would like to welcome attendees from Europe, from Japan, from China, India, and the rest of the world. Yesterday we had like what Envy was saying, we had very interesting talks. There were talks from projects like the Open Data Framework project, DAOs, Zenko, Cortex, and there were talks from SNIA, CNCF, Open Infra, Storage Performance Council, and so on. Today we switched key a little. SODACON Global Day 2 is all about data and storage matters for end users. We will hear about the data and storage matters that really matter to end users like Toyota and Softbank and so on. There will be talks on projects like LeanStore, YIG, and DAOs, and cloud native storage, container object storage interface, new developments in tape and archive, and a lot more interesting talks. And like what MV was introducing, there will also be a special Chinese track and a Japanese track after the keynotes. So again, I'd like to thank all the sponsors and partners for this event. Without these partners and sponsors, this wouldn't be able to happen. SODA just turned 1 year old, and we appreciate the support from the global community during this past year. So before COVID-19, in the run-up to the launch of SODA, we had a lot of events in Japan, China, India, and Europe. But we have not organized any major in-person event since COVID-19. And we are starting to slowly resume activities in China right now because the COVID situation is totally under control. And we hope that very soon we can get to meet again everywhere. So we appreciate the continued support of our members. And I'd like to thank our premier members, China Unicom, Fujitsu, Huawei, NTT Communications, and Toyota for their continued support and for their continued leadership in this open source initiative. With that, I'd like to do a quick run through of the updates that I gave on day one and share some more highlights from the SODACON, from the SODA data and storage survey that we did. So yesterday I announced that Seagate Federal, a subsidiary of Seagate Technologies, has just joined SODA Foundation. Seagate Federal creates data management solutions for federal agencies in US. So for those who may not know, Seagate is a pioneer of the storage industry. In fact, they defined they were the ones that defined the hard disk industry. So the first Seagate hard disk that was launched back in 1980 had a capacity of 5 megabytes. And at that time cost US dollars 1,500, which is the equivalent of US dollars $4,500 today. But now if you go into any shop like online, like Amazon or anything like that, you can just get any disk for like 1 terabyte for about $50. So isn't that amazing? So we also announced yesterday that the Open Infrastructure Foundation has joined SODA Foundation. And we also have joined the Open Infrastructure Foundation as an associate member. So for those who are not familiar with Open Infrastructure Foundation, they are actually the ones who created OpenStack. Yesterday, Jonathan Bryce, the executive director of Open Infra, spoke about how he sees SODA and the Open Infra working closely together to integrate SODA with OpenStack and to advance open data and storage infrastructure together. So we also look at the problem with the typical enterprise IT infrastructure, which consists of like separate stacks for like file storage, containers, backup, and so on. So these stacks do not interconnect or share resources, creating an environment that's full of silos that's hard to monitor or control. And the problem becomes worse with infrastructure that spans across data centers and multiple clouds and also the edge. So this brings challenges in monitoring and control of data and storage, which would limit capacity optimization, performance optimization, data protection, data compliance, and more. So these operational inefficiencies and security also creates security risks, which can be mitigated actually. So let's see how. We believe the solution to this is an open data framework that actually we have created that provides a centralized view and control connecting storage to containers, VMs, and other platforms. The framework provides data and storage services such as block file storage and object storage, backup and recovery, and other services. So the whole idea is to unify data and storage management with a single framework across the core, the cloud, and the edge. And the community has made significant developments in developing the open framework. The open data framework releases are named after islands, alphabetical order. So in the past year, the release from Vero up until Isabella features include heterogeneous storage management, multi-cloud storage performance monitoring and visualization, container storage interface plug and play, S3 object data lifecycle, and many others. So the latest Jerba release focuses on cloud-native data management, providing container data protection with application consistent snapshots. So in addition to the ODF, we have also incubated 2 projects into SODA Foundation. One is YIG, which is a project by China Unicom, and it is a massively scalable object storage that can scale to exabyte level, and they have it in production, storing a few petabytes of data. So the YIG community, they will have the developer introducing more about the project in one of the tracks later. DAOS is an open source project. DAOS stands for Distributed Asynchronous Object Storage. That's led by Intel. DAOS takes advantage of next-gen NVM technology to provide high bandwidth and high IOPS storage containers to applications. So our next, I believe there's also a session that's going to be introducing DAOs. I think that's in the Chinese track. So to facilitate growing an open ecosystem, we created the SODA Echo Initiative. It is a program to help projects develop and grow and be adopted by end users. So we launched this SODA Echo Initiative program yesterday with these 4 leading projects in open source data and storage. LeanStore is a project by Limbit. OpenEBS is a project that's led by Maya Data, and it's a sandbox project in CNCF itself. Zenko is an object storage by Scality, and Cortex is another object storage by Seagate, developed by Seagate. So there is a session about LeanStore later today in the main track, and we will also be introducing more about these projects in the regular community meetings. So if you would like to find out more about these projects, please join our mailing list or join our Slack channel to find out about the meetings, and then when they'll be introduced and so on. Okay. The Slack channel to join is on the bottom left of this slide itself, sodafoundation.io/Slack. So the Echo projects, together with the SODA incubated projects, YIG and DAOs, from the core ecosystem for the open data framework. So with open source, open standard, the open data framework API uses is actually based on SNIR Swordfish, and open ecosystem based on this SODA Eco initiative that we just launched, and open collaboration with organizations like SNIR, Open Infra, CNCF, and etc. We believe open data framework will be able to meet the needs of most end users. So SODA projects are designed for end users. The SODA EUC members represent some of the largest organizations and most innovative companies around the world. They provide guidance to SODA by providing real-world use cases. And SODA in turn provides a neutral platform for them to address data and storage challenges together. So with that, in this last part of my keynote, I would like to share. So I was running it through quickly, the stuff that we went through yesterday, and now this is the real meat of this keynote. So in the survey that we did yesterday, we also shared some findings, and what I would like to do now is actually to go through some of those, plus some of the findings that we have found for end users. So this survey, this data and storage survey was done in partnership with our friends at Linux Foundation, the research team, and this was done during the April to May timeframe. And I'd like to thank all the respondents who participated in this survey. We will be sending out the gift cards to the first 50 respondents of the survey. They'll be done in the next few weeks. So these are the partners that we had in the survey. So I'd like to thank all of them. Also, I'm the CNCF, SNEER, OIF, JDSF, the China Open Source Cloud League, Mulan Open Source, and also the Storage Performance Council. So in this survey, we received over 300 responses. And after filtering up some of the invalid ones, we're down to 197, which we think is still a pretty good number for our very first survey. More than half of the respondents come from US, North America, and then there's a good portion of it coming from India at 17%, and then some fractions from Japan, China, and Europe. So the reason why we try to create segments in this survey is also to understand the different regional kind of trends also. So and the other thing is that this, out of the survey respondents, there's a good representation from the different size kind of companies, from the very small companies to the large company. So in the first question that we asked, which platforms do you use? And this also we got is Kubernetes, Kubernetes, Kubernetes. So the top three are actually Kubernetes in the different kind of deployment. One is the first is cloud service, second is hybrid, and the third is on-prem. Okay, so this shows the user, pivoting towards cloud or container native, cloud native kind of deployments, and also it kind of shows like tells us like the kind of mind share that Kubernetes is actually gaining. So in terms of like preparation for and strategy kind of a decision, we should be starting to actually we should have started actually to be able to plan for like Kubernetes kind of storage better, and how to also be able to migrate data to the cloud native kind of environments. This second question is about cloud storage use, and the responses we got, the top two, the first is backup and disaster recovery at 58.1%, and then the second is for long-term retention at 46.5%. So both functions are actually require data to be stored in highly reliable storage and for long periods of time. And this is what cloud do best. So naturally, these two functions become like the top functions of our cloud. And then we asked, like, what are the storage technologies that are in use in the infrastructure? So 61, this top, the top is actually file storage at 67.1%. And this is due to the ease of use, as for file storage as a general purpose kind of storage. Object storage shows that kind of unstructured storage is unstructured kind of data is probably being generated more and more, photos, videos, and stuff like that. And object storage is a good way to store the data so that they can be searched, and they can be categorized better. And cloud storage shows the acceptance of cloud as a way to store data, increasingly being accepted by enterprises. And then we look at the end users' data management and storage strategies. So end users feel strongly about data protection and data security. You can see like data security and data protection, they're pretty high at 80. Data security is actually at almost 90%. So, and data protection is at 70%. But we can also see like there's also, 70% for cloud native. So it kind of shows this trend actually shows is consistent with what we saw before. Cloud native is what's important to users, and then data security and data protection, how to secure data, how to protect data, no matter where they are. And it kind of validates the strategy that we're going for with the open data framework also. And then in this part, end users open source data and storage projects use. So the answer that we, or not answer, the result that we see here, it shows that 25.6% of end users do not plan to use open source or not using open source. So that's pretty significant in the sense that means about 3/4 of end users actually use open source. So the open source kind of acceptance is pretty, is pretty widespread everywhere. So that's quite an interesting finding. And then the other finding that we see is that 17.9%, which is the top of all these projects that we listed, of the users are planning to use or use SODA projects. So this is a strong validation of our support for SODA. So thank you for this show of support. And this is the second last finding that we are that I'm going to show today. This shows, we asked about the data and storage challenges that end users face. 53.8%, almost half talk about storage capacity, and then same thing, about half talk about performance. And then the third is about 1/3 of users talk about like aging or failing hardware, being a top challenge. So out of these 3 top challenges, we can see, like as you mentioned, right, these are probably due to the not having a central view and central control of the infrastructure, which leads to capacity, which limits capacity optimization and performance optimization. And the third thing about the aging or failing hardware, this normally, aging or failing hardware normally results in a loss of capacities and degradation of performance. So it affects, which brings up the top 2 numbers. Okay. And in this last question, or this last highlight that we asked, how does SODA bring value to the organization? And out of the end users, 50 to 70% of the end users feel that all the activities that SODA are doing, they consider to be very important or most important. And for vendors, that goes up to 70%. Okay, So this is a strong endorsement of what the SODA Foundation is doing, and not only the foundation and also the community is doing. So thank you very much for the strong support. All the activities that we're doing, like in terms of like the development, in terms of like the standards, in terms of like collaboration, in terms of like things like these events and so on, bring opportunities for networking, sharing knowledge and sharing skills and user stories and so on. This is of value to everybody. Okay, so we continue doing whatever that we're doing right now. So with that, I'd like to introduce our guest speakers. So today, we are fortunate to hear from 3 industry experts representing the leading telcos in Japan and China. So they'll be sharing their data and storage challenges and use cases and plans. The first speaker that we have is Tomoko Kondo. She is the Director of Cloud Engineering at Softbank. So Kondo-san, please. I'll stop sharing and then you can share the slide. Your mic is mute. Your mic is on mute. We can't hear you. Is your mic on mute?
Tomoko-san, we are not able to hear you. You'll have to select the more options and select your mic. No, I'm sorry, but we are still not able to hear you. You'll have to select more options and check your audio video options to see if your mic is connected. If possible, can you just refresh your browser once? Sorry, we're just having some technical difficulties. We'll just join back in a moment. We're just waiting for Kondo-san to join back.
Should we bring on the next speaker first?
I believe we can do that. Can we go ahead for the next speaker?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's here.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Now it's okay? Okay.
Yes, now
It's okay now. Yes, please.
Okay, please go ahead.
So sorry. So now
Please share your slides and then continue.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry it takes so long time. Oh, Stephen, at first, thank you for this opportunity to talk about soda. And everyone, thank you for your time today. I'm Tomoko Kondo from Softbank. I work in the cloud engineering department and the business strategy department. I'm in charge of developing cloud solutions for customers and modeling industry solutions for customers. Today, I share with you 2 points. 1 point is SoftBank and SoftBank's effort. 1 point is my expectation for SODA. At first, I introduce you SoftBank and SoftBank efforts. Information revolution happiness for everyone has been our vision since our founding. SoftBank is making every effort to create a world where everyone can be excited and can be experience challenge by involving a wide variety of engineers, companies, and people globally. Why SoftBank Strength? SoftBank Strength is its ability to provide networks, data center, cloud, and device. Device is mobile device, for example, a smartphone, tablet, and so on. Our cross-network Smart VPN. Smart VPN connects our data center, mobile network, internet network, and customer site. From the user's point of view, if you connect to SoftBank's network, you can connect to everything such as on-premise environment and cloud environments, and you can use various applications running there. From the application developer's point of view, you can deliver your application anywhere on this network. Taking advantage of this strength, we aim to solve business and social challenges through digital transformation. We provide for infrastructures to promote data transformation for enterprises. First is communication. Second is digital automation. Third is marketing. Fourth, security. Data is involved in all four infrastructures. I think the SODA architecture is one of things that will bring evolution to all the infrastructure that uses data. We have many use cases. Today, I'd like to smart buildings. Our headquarters is model buildings for smart buildings. A lot of sensors are installed in the building, and based on the collected data, cleaning robots operate. Applications work together, and the environment is automatically adjusted to make it easier for people to spend time. For example, the cooperation between a face recognition system and an elevator control system, the employee's face photo and profile data are mapped so that they can be directed to the least occupied elevator and automatically stop at the employee's work floor. So we enjoy this building. So far, I have talked about SoftBank and SoftBank's efforts in this part. I share with you about my expectations for SODA. Data is the key to facilitating evolution in all areas, and data can be used to create a variety of environments. To cover all the potential of data, we need to make data stored in different locations available, faster, easier, more transparent, and location independent. I think SODA is the architecture with the highest expectations for achieving this. This is one of the use cases I would like to try with SODA. With COVID-19, many companies are starting to consider a paradigm shift in strategy. Data is also key when switching to new strategy. Data integration platform and marketing integration platform will be the strategic platform. By incorporating SODA into the front of the data lake, I believe it will be possible to handle diverse data in various locations more dynamic and more transparent. I look forward to work together and I want to create a new data world. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kondo-san.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, our next speaker is Liu Junwei from China Mobile. He's the GM of the IaaS product division. So today he's unable to attend this conference live. So we'll have but he has recorded a video for us. So he'll speak, and then after that, Jenan Guo, the GM assistant at China Mobile, will be giving a talk after that. Okay, so can we have the
Hi everyone, my name is Junwei Liu. I'm serving as the General Manager of IaaS Product Department of China Mobile Cloud Capacity Center. I'm honored to participate in this year's SODA conference. I want to introduce the latest state of China Mobile Public Cloud. We call it eCloud. eCloud is the fastest growing cloud service provider in 2019. The biggest feature is 5G and cloud converged on eCloud. We call it 5G plus cloud is the dual engine as the eCloud. Cloud storage is one of the most important products on eCloud. It's well known. We used Ceph as our storage engine before, but we found the high performance is the biggest issue for Ceph, especially with the popular development of SSD. So we have developed our own high-performance storage engine. We call it Magris. Our colleague Jenan will introduce the details of eCloud, especially for Magris.
Jenna?
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, please. Hello, could you hear me?
Yes.
Could you see the slides?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Guo Jianan. I am honored to participate in this year's SODACONF. Last year, we have shared the experience of China Mobile on data management topic. Today, I will update for community. First, I will share the status of China Mobile's public cloud business, eCloud. Like Junwei said, according to the publicly disclosed data, eCloud is China's fastest growing cloud service vendor in the last year. Only in the last year, we have launched 25 regions, and the number of launched products has also increased significantly. The number is about 207. and the market revenue has increased by nearly 40%. We have deployed 11 central regions and 12 dedicated regions, as well as 2 low-cost regions, which are located in Guiyang and Huahao. Expect the public cloud products will also provide edge computing products and dedicated cloud products. Customers could order EIC and ECSO products through our website. Okay, after introducing eCloud, let's take a look at how eCloud manages unstructured data. The storage service provided by eCloud include object storage, block storage, and file storage. MicroGrid system is our technology brand of unstructured storage in China Mobile. MicroGrid is designed as a unified storage and logically divided into 3 layers. The bottom layer handles different kinds of hardware, which manages NVMe SSD, SATA SSD, and SATA HDD media. The MicroGrid engine above the hardware layer serves as a persistent layer to provide highly reliable persistent storage. Above the MicroGrid engine is an application layer that implements rich storage interfaces. At present, MicroGrid engine is mainly used in block storage. In addition to block storage and file storage, we also plan to support table storage interface next year. After introducing the MicroGrid unified storage architecture, let's talk about the design considerations for object storage. We did have encountered 2 main challenges of data management in the object storage scenario. The first part is the scalability challenge. The capacity of a single bucket of a legacy software architecture depends on the capacity of a single dataset, which is only a few petabytes. In addition to the capacity limitation, there is also a limitation on the number of objects. A single bucket can only swallow 1 billion objects, which is also poor performance. We have shared solutions details last year, and now we have successfully broken the restrictions. Another challenge is the SLA requirements. The eCloud SLA requires object storage services to be available in the cases of available zone level or even regional level failures. To achieve this goal means rewriting the core IO path. After 2 years of hard work, our RD team developed the cross-AZ redundancy storage, which can tolerate available zone level or even regional level failures. We will launch these products on the upcoming China Mobile Global Partner Conference. Welcome to join us. High performance forward disk is like an arm race for cloud vendors. Based on the MicroGrid engine, we have developed eSSD products, high performance virtual disk. A single volume can reach 1 million IOPS. Now this product has been tested with our database team, which can meet the low latency and high LPS performance requirements of the database scenario. This slide shows an application scenario of one of our customers, but for the time reason, we just pass it. At last, I want to say eCloud object storage service can be used as a supplement to the SODA ecosystem, supplying the SODA ecosystem with S3 compatible storage capacities. Okay, I hope this sharing can inspire you guys on the topic of data management. I would like to thank the SODA community again for the invitation. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Jianan. Thank you for your providing the insights to China Mobile plans on the storage stuff. Thank you very much. So next we have Kei Kusunoki, who will be talking about introducing. I mean, he's the manager at the Innovation Center in Entity Communications. He'll be sharing about the smart data platform, I believe. Yes.
Yeah. Can I hear me?
Yes.
Can I hear me?
Yes, we can hear you and can see the slides.
Okay. So let's. Okay. Thank you.
It's kind of soft, actually.
Hello. Oh, maybe volume is too low.
Yeah, you may have to adjust the mic.
Okay. Let me. Can you hear me?
Better, slightly better,
Okay.
but still.
Okay. Still low.
Go ahead. This is okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. So I will speak loudly. So thank you so much for seeing me. So I'm Kay, co-chair of technical oversight committee in SODA, and then some a manager in NTT communications. So first of all, let me introduce my company. My company is a company in NTT Group. NTT Group's main business is Japanese telecom carrier, and under holding companies, each companies in NTT Group is working for telecommunication carrier business in Japan. So NTT West and East is a wired network matter, and Docomo is working on mobile network in Japan. And NTT Communications main business is basically a data center and internet network all over the world, and cloud or SI business and so on. So and we NTT Communication have a company strategy. So the slogan is Reconnect X. So now in our society, we have many ICT solution. For example, hospital solution, smart care solution, smart building solution, smart factory solution, call center solution, or something like that. So or education or something like that. So to leverage our network and data center cloud capability, we would like to connect each other using our ICT solution. So that is our company strategy. So to achieve this strategy, we called such kind of the society is smart world. To construct a smart world, we have a smart data platform and our ICT infrastructure. So this ICT infrastructure is mainly our network and cloud and security solution, or some kind of 5G service or something like that. So top of that, our partner can construct a smart world solution on our platform. That is our company's architecture. So let me break down the smart data platform. Smart data platform is our hybrid cloud solution using our network data center. So nowadays, customers' location is distributed for all over the world. So some guys is working in the office, but due to COVID-19, many workers is working on their home, or maybe some cafe or something. So and these workers can connect to any cloud services such as AWS or our cloud services or our data center, or maybe some SaaS service such as Office 365 or something. And so, of course, course, our customer can use these cloud service using internet, but we can offer closed network using our managed cloud-based interconnect service. It's it's a kind of a closed network carrier service, flexible interconnect (FIC). It is a kind of service name. So with cloud-based security, we are offering such kind of the platform to our customers. So on this smart data platform, the customers using diverse application, of course, and also since the customer is distributed, that the data is also distributed all over the world. So we infrastructure service provider need to deploy the storage infrastructure for these distributed data and diverse application. So many applications need to connect to storage infrastructure, and also this storage infrastructure should be deal with data all over the world. Maybe it's in the cloud, or maybe it's in the office, edge location, or something like that. So in this smart data platform service provider, we are facing some challenges. So one is a major problem in service provider storage side lock-in. As Steven said, this is really painstaking challenge in our environment also. So we are offering original storage management system for our cloud services. This is based on custom OpenStack and bare metal, VMware, something like that. So to deal with to operate these cloud services, the storage infrastructure need to connect to these northbound applications. But we developed this storage management system from the zero code. So we needed to make this storage management system from scratch. So of course we are not software company, so there's no velocity to catch up new cloud future. Since AWS is releasing every year new services, and also Kubernetes is updating every 3 months or so. So we cannot catch up that. And also it's significant developing cost. So it's really tough cost for us. And also once we made such kind of the original storage management system, it can be some kind of the barrier to another storage vendor. So once we made such system, we cannot change our storage product easily. And also, of course, such kind of the system have original management API, but the customer don't want to use such kind of original one. This API cannot talk with Kubernetes or OpenStack. So customer don't want to use that. And also distributed data. So since the data is distributed for the world, and it's over a long time, so data become ubiquitous, due to 5G or IoT. So we are facing the increased demand for long-term archive and ubiquitous data. Okay, and so to accommodate such kind of challenge, we need open API and unified data management through SODA. That is a typical use case for us. And the requirement. So since we have many storage services, we need multiple storage product support, such as NetApp, Dell EMC, HP, such kind of traditional storage array support. So definitely we need such kind of the product support. And also multi-tenancy. We are service provider, so we need to offer such kind of storage service for our customers. So definitely we need multi-tenancy. And also QoS support. So if we need to limited throughput or IOPS for per customer. So otherwise, some specific customer can use all storage services performance. And also data management, since we need to deal with distributed data, so we need some kind of the data management for object storage across multiple data center, hybrid, on-premise, and cloud. So let me introduce our activity in SODA community. Last year, 2020, we joined as a premium member, and we executed some kind of the POC for VMware network support in previous release. So we evaluated these VMware and network support in SODA. So it works actually, but it's single tenancy. So we are hoping multi-tenancy support on future release. And this year, we engaged some kind of multi-tenancy architecture discussion in object storage, multi-cloud. So maybe a later session, you can see this this future in Jebula release. So okay. And expectation finally. So we hope more future, of course, so more product support and advanced multi-tenancy in terms of the security and compliance. So in Jebula release, so multi-tenancy is supported, but we need more basically. So let us discuss more in the community, and also to deal with distributed data. So we need to have some kind of the capability for multi data center location, and also currently SODA support Kubernetes deployment only in multi-cloud. So we hope all in one deploy by some kind of the Kubernetes operator and the community, new member. We are welcome for new members. And since many eco project is joining SODA, so we will discuss some kind of the way to more collaboration. So thank you so much. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Kondo-san. Thank you, Junwei Liu and Jenna Guo. Thank you, Kondo-san. This wraps up the opening keynote, and I think we're out of time. So thank you very much, everyone, for your time, and hope you enjoy the rest of this conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jianan, and thank you, Kosunoki-san. And thanks to Junwei Liu, who was not present here today. With that, we come to the end of the first session, the keynote of day 2 of SODACON 2021. Let me just reiterate, we have a lot of sessions coming up, and we also have parallel sessions in Japanese and the Chinese track happening separately. The Chinese track is on the Zoom conference. Please note it's the event links have been emailed to you as well as shared in the event feed. Okay, remember we also are running quizzes throughout the session, and these quizzes are interspersed with our sessions. So join every session, and I may be asking questions and giving away vouchers for Amazon.com worth $100. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So we are going to make sure you work for it. So attend all the sessions, and I'm going to ask you questions based on our sessions yesterday and today. With that, we are really out of time, so we won't be able to take questions now, but we will connect in the next session, and that is going to be a platinum sponsor keynote by Yuji Yazawa, principal engineer at Toyota Motor Corporation. Expectations for SODA from large IoT use cases. Let's move to the next session now. Thank you.